welcome back to the Insurance Guru. My name is Ayanda Malele, and thank you so much for tuning in once again as we talk about my favorite subject, insurance. In the previous video, I discussed what an excess is, and I think we've clarified that now. I think you understand. If you don't understand, the link will be down below as well for you to just go and watch that video. In this video, I want to talk about additional excesses. So additional excesses, why would an insurance company want to charge you additional excesses? Because they're crooks? No, they're not crooks. Remember, we said it's to share the risk. So additional excesses are on top of your excess that you discussed with your insurer. In the event that one of these things happen, you are going to have to pay extra because of these things. So it also depends from insurer to insurer. Not all insurers do this. Not all insurers have the same additional excesses, but these are just examples of what additional excesses might be posed. So you might find that you have an additional excess for if anyone younger than the age of 25 drives your car and gets into an accident. So they'll say your excess is 2,000, but there's an additional excess of 2,000 if someone younger than 25 drives and gets into an accident. Why would they impose this? Because people that are under 25 like doing things that are funky on the road. They want to show off, and sometimes generally they don't really have experience with driving, so hence why that would be an additional excess. Another example of an additional excess is where they say if your accident occurred between the hours of 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. in the morning, there will be an additional excess imposed. Why is that? Because also the risk becomes just that much higher for you to get into an accident. Why? Because people are drunk, people are sleepy, trucks are sleepy. Like, there's just a lot happening in the middle of the night. And ghosts, maybe. No. I don't know why I do this to myself sometimes. But yes, the likelihood of accidents happening during that time are just more increased, and therefore they will like to protect themselves by imposing an additional excess. Another additional excess they will have is that if the person that was driving the car and got into an accident has only had their license for less than 2 years. I hope that English makes sense, but you understand. So yes, they're trying to protect themselves because the person that has had their license for less than 2 years means generally probably they're not that great at driving as yet. So because of that lack of experience, your insurer just wants to cover themselves up. So that's another additional excess we can look at. Another additional excess that may be imposed is to say, if you've only had this policy for less than 12 months, there will be an additional excess. Why? Because also an insurer is trying to protect themselves and their book. Therefore, they will try to, deter claims and make sure that you are a little bit responsible. And then after a year, then you can actually finally go back to having a normal policy. What I've just listed are some of the examples of the different excesses that may be imposed additionally. Now, I need to also explain that insurers work differently. So one insurer might say, if there's two things on that additional excess list plus your excess, those are going to all culminate. So if there's 2,000 for less than 12 months, then you pay the 2,000 plus the driver was driving between 10 and 4 o'clock in the morning, plus your normal excess. What this means is that those excesses will culminate and form one big figure. So try to avoid those things on your additional excesses, but be aware that these things do exist. Not all insurance companies, but most insurance companies have these additional excesses, and they're not going to be exactly the way I explain them, but they are very similar, so maybe I got the times wrong, or some will say 24 months of cover, etc. So just go look through your policy wording and see what's what. But yeah, I hope that this video helped you. If you did like it, please click like first of all, comment below, and also hoping that you will subscribe to the channel. I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.